welcome back to turn 75 then of Heavy Hitters. Our guys over on the far left over here have surrendered. So we don't need to think about this too much anymore. In the village, yeah, we just keep identifying positions and we're just going to try and crush them with the old firepower. This Panther is going to be shooting up this building, which has more people in it than we were expecting. This one is still trying to focus on this building, which we know has got at least 3 teams in. And this one is going to be also shooting up this building a bit. Mortars are going to be reorientating a little bit over here. Hopefully these guys will get down here and we'll snuff out this AT team. And then we'll start pulling back over here because Titan is going to be pushing his Jackson around. Or otherwise, he's either going to send it over here or over here. It's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, that's about it, really. Something I have been, or some people might be wondering is, I have a good, that's a platoon, that's a platoon, well, what's left of a platoon. I have all this stuff back here. Why aren't I committing it here? Well, what I'm looking to do is kill Titan's troops. I want to kill his infantry. And my own infantry up here is basically just getting killed. So this is where the Stugs and the other Panther would have been really handy. Because, we could have been just destroying these buildings, but we don't really have like the infantry mass to really go about storming the place. What I want to do is just kill Titan's men. Yeah, so if we think I've got maybe we've got one platoon, 2 platoons, and then we've got a dead platoon over there and 2 platoons in the center. I'm actually not losing that many men as a percentage. The big chunk of my missing points here, when it gets down to it, is going to be the 2 dead Stugs and the Panther. How that's going to balance out against Titan's casualties, I don't know. But it does look like he intends to fight over the Rocherath objective. He's got all these troops here, so if they're going to be there, we should shoot at them. Still got loads of time left. If he doesn't cease fire. But yeah, I don't want to commit more troops because they're just going to be casualties, essentially. So I'm just going to press go here and we'll start seeing what we get. Starting to hear all this MG fire from down here. Lots of contacts in the middle of the village. And maybe Titan started up with the mortars again because we're starting to get a couple of had a casualty there. It'd be really nice to know what that is. Because those guys are right at the back there. So, yeah, let's just check this out first. Looks like these guys are just about... Ooh, hello. We did spot them at the end. Hopefully we got some hand grenades on that. Because something exploded. Ah, it's been abandoned. That's cool. So we can just quite happily pull back with these guys. But yep, there we go. Hand grenade. And looks like that one should do something nasty to him. Cool. So yeah, we're pretty good there. And this lone survivor here is pushing up or disappearing. So have so far seen no sign of the Jackson. Do we want to push it, actually? And punch this flank? I think... yeah. What's that going to do? That's going to... You know, assuming that Titan sends Jackson to chase after these guys. That's going to... you know, draw the Jackson to this flank instead of to the center, where he might be sending it already. Am I worried about the Jackson if it pops up in the center? Well, yeah, not tremendously, I don't think. It's hard to say. Most of these tanks are in decent enough positions that he's not going to be able to keyhole them very easily. So, yeah, I think he might just be waiting for me to push up if he hasn't sent them out to my right. But yeah, let's see what happens in the village here. Hopefully, lots of dead American little Hamburger pixel fucking. Oh yeah, look at them. They are running away. Just time to get some mortars down here. But yeah, you can kind of see how we're, you know, putting the fire out and driving them off. And they are all collapsing back in this direction. Still in the objective, but only just. What happens with this house here? Because this is the house that was annoying me in the last turn. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. And aha! Yeah, these guys actually got in here, didn't they? So they pushed into this, into the building here. And yeah, there was a actually a HMG on the top floor. It just couldn't fire this way because there's no windows in that wall. So they found them and then just machine gun them. Awesome. Excellent. These guys here, yeah, we're starting to see casualties. That is a single guy. Yep, with an MG. So that means there's 4 casualties there. These guys starting to evacuate? Yes, they were. It's a bazooka team and something else. They're running out the back door there. So HQ unit running away. That's another single person unit there. He's dead. Ooh. So yeah, that was a pretty effective turn there, I would have said. And just at the end, have some guys, Titans pushing these guys up from here. Oh, that's the bazooka team. Okay. Presumably the bazooka team is trying to get up to here. Let's find out what happens to this guy. Why do you get injured? Do you get injured? Something happens. Okay, maybe not. Yeah. Yeah, something happens to him because the icon flashes, but... Alright, whatever. Yeah, he's now firing AP at that building, which, yeah, not going to do very much. This mortar team should be being MG'd by the 42 up there. That was the tab key there, you know, just looking at the... there's so many dead Germans in here. This is just a charnel house, this church. So these guys are running around in the top of the thing for almost 40 seconds before they can actually manage to get some fire out on these guys. I don't think they've actually got anybody. But the pressure is enough. Right. So yeah, that was a pretty good turn. We need to direct some mortars around here desperately. Because that stuff there is good. You'll do. Because I know that there are troops up there, but at the same time... at the same time, obviously, what we want is to kill these guys. We want to, like, weight of fire is a big thing here. Just leave that Panther to engage however it likes. And that's probably about as much as we need to do in the... might try and push these guys up into this building as well with these guys. Let's get you guys up there and have you shooting at that building as well. Let's shoot at that one for a little bit at least, and then, you know, fire fry and whatever you like. Cool, that should about do for that. Wonder actually if it's worth bringing that, bringing this mortar half track up. If I bring it up next to where the next to where this panther is, yeah, we can start engaging stuff there, and then we can, you know, if we need to, we can bring it closer in. Yeah, that should do for the village. Now I need to decide, really need to decide, what I want to do with these guys, whether they need to fall back or whether they need to fall back or whether they need to push on. Or whether it's enough for them to stay where they are. Let's do some thinking about range here. So we can see about, we'll be generous and say 850 meters. We can't, it's, well, it's varying, isn't it? Which is awesome. Okay, at the end of there, is the tiger going to be pretty safe there? I think it probably is. The problem here is whether Titan considers that a big enough threat, or whether he wants to focus on this stuff here. What other options have we got if we punch this way? We can try and punch up the edge of the map like we did before, and hook around and. You know, if we get like 1 pixel dropping in this objective, then we deny it. So we're already denying this one. So Titan's going to get 250 points for that one, 0 points for that one, and then the rest of his points are going to be whatever casualties he's inflicted on me. I'm currently getting no points for this objective because he still has his troops in it. And whatever percentage points, you know, I get for casualties inflicted on him. So, yeah, I'm just trying to like work out whether it's worth, you know, whether I'm going to have to push this way to win or not. Because obviously, this isn't a strong enough force to do that on its own. That's, you know, that's just not going to happen. I could potentially bring some more infantry up. You know, I have a platoon in half tracks here, which is just standing by. And we could divert off the mortar half tracks. We've got an MG half track as well. Would that be worth doing? Well, if we run into another position like this, I mean, what was there here? And this has held us up for like 10 turns. An AT gun, a HQ unit, the HQ support unit probably, a sniper team, another random HQ unit, or random HQ unit, sniper team, and another AT gun in depth. That's what's caused us the problems here. But the flip side, Titan can't be strong everywhere, so you know what? Let's do it. Let's push. So we'll clear this up. These guys are going to be the scouting unit now because they're screwed, and we'll send this platoon over to help them out. Because what I want is to get bodies in that cap zone. That's what we need here. And let's have a think. Actually, that is a... Yeah, these half tracks are all from different places, which does not help. That one is a pre-broken half track, which, you know, while nice, you know, we've already seen how many problems we've had with, you know, we've already seen exactly how many bleeding damn stupid problems we've had with Pixel Truppen doing stupid things because they go into a panic. And I'm not a fan of that. So yeah, let's stop you guys doing that. We'll transship you into that. Yeah, that'll take a turn or two, but that's fine. I'm just gonna like ship those these guys out of this half track because it's broken, into this half track. Or no, not that one. No, that's okay because that one's, you know, not falling apart morale-wise. And then yeah, we'll push him over there. But yeah, we're getting there, I think, here. It's messy and it's, you know, not fantastic, but at the same time, what we keep seeing in combat mission is it's usually just as bad or worse for the other guy when you're doing this sort of thing. And, you know, look at how many dead American Pixel Truppen there are in these buildings. They keep running away. We're hammering them. We're almost, you know, potentially almost cleared out this objective. So yeah, we just need to keep pushing. But maybe a nice friendly reminder to Titan that the ceasefire is out there would lubricate things.